and then we'll stop there. So let's see where we are right now. Run. So this is what we got. Controlling a character. Camera is following me. Over there's an enemy. He's walking around randomly. Take just random step every turn. I could make it a bit more purposeful, like give him go in one direction for a while or something, I don't know. But, and if I pick up this inventory here, okay, it goes into the HUD and destroys the item. The texture's copied to the HUD. So that was kind of what one thing I was trying to do. I've made it so we can't walk off the edges anymore. So we stay in bounds. The animation is kind of pauses and continues where it left off. That's what I wanted it to. It looks a bit more natural that way. That's it, really. That's the game. It doesn't really have an objective. I'd like to try and make one, but I don't think I really have the time for that. So what am I going to do this stream? Well, we can try to... Oops. Try to... Ah, Koo. Hello. Damn it. Got the chat problem again. Hang on. I wasn't seeing your messages. Well, they're not showing up on stream either. Let me try and refresh this. No, it's actually, so the chat server is actually broken. Case of the Golden Idol. What is that? Is that recent? It's Oh, I can't open the Steam page because Steam is banned in Vietnam. I can go to the actual website. Kind of like Obra Dinn. I've seen the graphic style for Obra Dinn. It's quite unique. Don't know anything about the game though. Okay, this was made in Godot. Okay. Why is Steam banned in Vietnam? Something to do with tax, like Vietnam demanded that Steam pays a certain amount of tax and they just refused to, so they banned it. The same thing happened in Indonesia like a year back, but then in the end I think Steam actually complied, and I don't know who's in the right or wrong, I don't know the details of it, but basically Vietnam want them to pay a certain amount of tax and they don't want to pay that certain amount of tax, and so ultimately it's banned. In the case of Indonesia, eventually Steam just actually paid up and then they got unbanned again. So I don't know. But I don't know the details. Like it could be like some new layer of tax which was introduced which didn't used to exist. I don't think they're trying to evade taxes. I think it's probably just something new that was introduced, and like didn't Twitch is no longer in Korea, for example, because like it could also be that they just don't consider it profitable to pay that amount of tax. Like in the case of Twitch, they've just pulled out of Korea altogether because Korea has kind of added new charges for them to pay, and they're like, yeah, if we pay that, we're not going to make any money. And they probably don't make any money either. Twitch is probably just a massive money sink. But they'd lose too much money in... Wait, was it Twitch? Or was it different? No. Yeah, it was Twitch, yeah. So yeah, Twitch no longer exists in Korea. Hello, Captain Anosa. Final day, yeah. I don't... the chat thing is just broken, so chat's not appearing in the bottom right. I'll just have to keep alt-tabbing back and forth. Some of the StarCraft streamers were talking about moving off of Twitch. Yeah. Yeah, they would have to go through a VPN or something. Well, you go through a VPN, but if you have an affiliate agreement with Twitch, then you'd be violating in that and you'd get found out eventually. Because if you're physically in Korea, you're not allowed to stream on Twitch, so you'd have to be physically out of Korea. Streaming through a VPN seems like a nightmare. I've done it a couple of times. It wasn't. I just turned my VPN on and that was it. I mean, you could do all the same stuff you can do without a VPN, so there's no reason why it would be difficult. It would just be a slower speed. But if your speed is already high, then it's just going to be like, if you've already got like, I don't know, 80 megabits per second, then it's going to drop to maybe like 60 or something, maybe. No big deal. I did that when I was in Sri Lanka because I don't think Twitch is even banned there, but for whatever reason, I couldn't connect to the Twitch servers through OBS, so it was a weird configuration thing. Is 80 megabits per second high? For Twitch? Yeah, sure. Like, you don't really need more than 20. Like, a lot of people only use like 10. If you look at your usage, I mean, for this stream, I'm using 3 megabits per second. But it helps to have your speed at least 10 as a buffer. If I'm streaming a fast-paced, like, first-person shooter game with high textures and everything at 1080p 60, I only need maybe 15 at most. Yeah, I mean, the maths checks out. That's roughly what you'd expect. Hang on, I've got to log into this stupid chat thing. Oh, okay, now we have to do captures. Wonderful. Bus. Select all images with bus. Oops, no, that was a car. I failed. Alright, I'm gonna be here a while. Bus, 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 bus. All this just to display my chat. Get 100 up and down. Yeah, so if you put a VPN on top of that, it's just gonna cut it down by like 30% or something, but it's still more than enough to stream, so VPN wouldn't be an issue, but it would be violating your Twitch agreement if you did that from Korea specifically. Alright, so I don't know if the chat's ever gonna work, but the game, I don't know, I just need to clean it up a bit and make it into some sort of something. I've got it so that I can pick up an item. Wait, is this showing up? Yeah, it is. And it goes into my inventory. So the twist I wanted to pull here was that, okay, there's only one inventory slot, but it's actually shared between you and the enemy. And this makes, like, I didn't quite figure out what I'd actually do with that, but the idea would be, it would be something like games like Into the Breach, where you can see what the enemy is doing before they do it. So they prepare their move, and then you have a chance to interrupt or move things about so that they still do their move, but it might screw them. So, I don't know, like maybe swapping items about so you actually change the item they're using by picking up an item or playing an item from your inventory. Or, well, no, there's only one slot, so I don't know. Like at some point I was thinking maybe it'd be like a deck builder, so you'd have a bunch of cards and you could play a card which would put an item in. But that's too far in the future, I can't do that now. But the idea is this is a global inventory, right? So if the enemy were to pick up that item, it would still go into the slot. We can test that, but it just has to happen by random chance right now. Where is the enemy? Okay, yeah, he might. Go on, go on. It's a bit slow. Like there is a bit of a pause between my move and their move. I couldn't get it to go much faster than this, I guess because it's like in debug mode. Come on. Yes? No. Well, I have tested it, and if he picks it up, it does actually go into the HUD. All right, so so I guess I can just spawn in a few more items and we can test that this actually works with different items with different sprites. The idea is the sprite would get copied into the HUD, so... Oh, I don't like... Alright, HUD should actually... So right now, if we add an item to the HUD, it copies the texture of that item into that pink box that was at the top there. And it scales it so it fits nicely. And then the original item is destroyed. Well, I don't actually want to destroy the item, do I? Because the whole point is that is a usable item. So I should probably just do... But this shouldn't happen in the HUD. This should happen in the level. So we have a current item variable, I suppose. Well, not equipped item. And this is globally equipped. Like there's no notion of who's equipping it. It is just equipped. That's the point. I think I could do some fun things with this idea, but I will continue this after the jam. I do want to make it meet the minimum qualifications for it to be a game. So have some sort of, I don't know, objective victory condition. Something requiring some amount of skill. I don't know. I don't know what the minimum requirements I consider to be are. But yeah, I will continue. Probably won't stream it much. I don't know if I will at all. I'm on the fence about that. Yeah. Streaming has been semi-helpful for this game jam. Some of the streams I actually felt didn't help me, and I was better off probably doing it offline. Definitely the first couple of streams did help me a lot, and the people in chat were very helpful as well. Including Captain Anosa here, and also a couple of others, I forget their names. But a couple of the other streams I felt that it just slowed me down, and I think the better stage to stream is once you've actually got everything sort of working and then you're really just tweaking the AI or tweaking the design of the level. That's more interesting to viewers, I think. That's the more fun stuff. It's really down to how visual you can make it. Right now, it's not very visual. All right, so okay, so we've got equipped item. Of course, I don't know, null. So we don't need to destroy the item. Instead, we say whipped item equals item. We erase it from the map. Okay, let's test this. So the idea is that it should now reside in that field. So we're retaining all the properties of that item. Of course. No, that's expected. Because I didn't actually do anything about the tile map. So, okay, so we put the item there. We erase it from item map. That's not the tile map. We want... What do we do? How do you make it not visible? You want to detach it from the tile map. Well, not, you don't want to... Yeah, you do want to detach it from the tile map, but you also don't want... You don't care where its position is. You just want to set it to be invisible, don't you? Just say item dot... One thing I really don't like about Godot is this tab system. I don't know what... It's not intuitive to me. I don't want scenes to be the tabs. I want code to be the tabs. Individual code files. Is there a way to change that? Like, I don't think in terms of scenes at the top here. Scenes we've got here. I don't know, it's a bit weird to me. Okay, so I'm always having to check, I'm always having to click on the... Okay, we're in item. You know, another thing that's banned in Vietnam is pastebin, which was annoying because I use pastebin for some things as well, especially where I was pasting my code for the advent of code. So that was another coding thing that I couldn't use. Don't know why they would ban pastebin. I guess it's sometimes used for political things. People paste political stuff into pastebin and spread it. It's a nice, easy way of doing that, so I guess that's why they banned it. I don't know. It's a bit silly. I know a lot of Russians use GitHub for that purpose. So a lot of Gits or Gists, G-I-S-T, where you make like a one-time sort of like pastebin in GitHub. A lot of that is used for political stuff. So I think Russia might have banned GitHub at some point if it's not currently banned. Okay, so I think we just want to make the we self dot sprite dot. So when we initialize this grid position, we want it to be visible. So visible equals true. All right. It's already visible, but we should be doing that every time we're putting it on the map, just in case we turned it invisible at some point for some reason. And when we want to pick it up and put it in the HUD, we can just leave it on the map and make it invisible. That's probably not the best practice, but it saves computation sort of, because it's just like you're hiding it and not and not actually moving stuff about. So I don't know, item dot sprite dot visible equals false. All right, let's try that. Okay, the item is still there. It's just hidden. That's fine. Fine. Now what? I don't. Shall I try and make the character have a different set of sprites? Like we're both clones of each other. Let's try and make them different. So that was kind of hard coded into this. The character had a hard coded animation, which was like this guy. So if I want to make a different one, we don't want to have this node here. Well, what do we want to do here? So these up, down, left, right animations, can we save them as a file and load them into copy tracks, paste tracks, animation. Okay. So I guess this animation player here if I were to make like a new one, animation player 2. Okay, it wouldn't have the up, down, left, right. Okay, so the up, down, left, right are actually kind of stored in this node. All right, delete that. So what if So I don't want this to be... I don't know what I want to do. Like, I just want to name this and put it, say, as a file, if that's even the thing you can do, here. So this could be, I don't know, guy, and we could have one for a girl, just for sake of simplicity. So guy walking and girl walking. Man, this chat is actually really broken. 1 second. I think it might be Twitch issues actually right now. Can't even access Twitch. Well, now, what the heck? Okay, that's weird. I can't even get to the Twitch site right now. So that could actually be the reason why chat's not coming through. I did hear there were issues in the past couple of days because there's the big speedrunning event GDQ going on, and a lot of people complaining that the audio is all out of sync and stuff. But it turns out it was Twitch that was acting up, not the people actually filming the event. So I think Twitch is just a bit buggy the last couple of days. Yeah, I can't even access Twitch. I don't even know if I'm still live. I'll just keep going. So... there. You're in depth live. Okay, my chat is working now. Sorry, my chat window is working. The stream's chat window is not working. Yeah, I literally can't go to Twitch. Alright, so... if I rename this, no, it's gonna break things. Save branch as scene. No, that's not what I want to do, is it? Do I just make a new scene for each animation? I don't think that's what we want to do, is it? Animation... manage animations. Let's have a look at this. So we've got... Alright, this is not showing up on stream, but we've got... up, down, left, right. But these are all in a folder called global or something. Let's go guy. Alright, I've renamed this. This is called guy walking down, guy walking left, guy walking up. Alright. So if I create a new animation called girl walking, just, there we go, girl walking. Anyway, we have to think about this. I think what we should be doing is creating a new scene. One for each, so one for this guy, another for one of the other sprites. And it will be a new node altogether, and it will have sprite 2D, which we can set up as we've done here. So this shouldn't... This would just be like an arbitrary node with no script. Let me try and do this. So let's say it would just be I don't know, some arbitrary node. We could call it, I don't know, guy. And it would have these two things. So that stores, okay, we want girl walking, we want guy walking up. Wait, where's the... Why is this visible here, but in this one it's invisible? Right, if I copy and paste it, does it not? Have all the same stuff? So we've got sprite. This is all correct. This is copying across the sprite texture, the frames, all this stuff. The animation player just seems to be broken. just thought I could copy and paste it and it would copy character. Oh, I need to change this. It shouldn't be character, it should be... How do you... It says character sprite 2D. I don't want character. I want this to be guy. I don't even... You can't even right click on this or change this. I don't know what. Oh, I see. Animation tracks can only point to animation player nodes. What? I don't understand any of this. Should just leave everyone with the same sprite then. Apparently I don't know how to make a new one. Okay, why can't I change this? Insert key, no. Oh, this is not getting anywhere. Alright, I guess we're keeping everyone the same then. Sprite 2D. So how do I add a new track? Animation playback track? Pick a node to animate. The parent node? Warning, animation tracks can only point to animation player nodes. Okay. Animation player can't animate itself, only other players. Alright. Delete this. Okay. Now what? How do I add a track? Alright, let's just go open the Godot tutorial. Try to make an animation from scratch, because I don't understand how this works. Okay, so... Godot. "2D sprite animation." Okay. So the tutorial is suggesting to use the animated sprite 2D class. That's not what I'm using. And I think that was what I was using, but somebody suggested to use animation player. I don't know the difference. So let's just do what the tutorial says. 2D... Okay, let me open this up. Now select the animated. Okay. Let's get rid of this. So create a... This is what they're saying to do. Create an animated sprite 2D. Finally, we'll learn another way to animate a sprite sheet with animation player and the animation property of sprite 2D. Well, that's what I was doing. Alright, we'll go do that then. Click the key icon to add a new track. Okay. All right, so create a new Okay, so we go to the sprite node. Okay, key. For goodness sake, I have to pick out the correct. Okay, up is that one. And then, okay. Then we want... Can't see which one's which. Okay, go back one and now do that one. Is that it? Okay, we just have to do that. Guy walking up, so let's do guy walking down. Seven. How can I see which one 87 is? Okay, 87 is... Alright, just go. Oh, of course, you got the coordinates. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Six, 5, 4. Okay, this one. I don't think that was the right one. X equals 3, x equals 4, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. For fuck's sake. What? 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, when x equals 4. Standing still. Then x equals 3, then 4, then 5. Okay. Got left. That looks about right. We've got right. Change that back to 3. Go down by 1. Okay, there. We've achieved copying and pasting that animation player to this one. Apparently, I just had to rewrite all this frames by hand. Okay. Now, the idea is this is now like a packaged animation. So now instead of having this, I can now delete these. I can when I create spawn player. All right, so when I create the player, I want to give them that animation. So I want to say player dot add child. We want to do it like this. So here we'll have guy. It's not a great name for a scene. Right, that will be a child. Right, will that actually work? And the AI will be broken because it won't have any sprite. Well, it won't error. I don't think it'll still work, but it just won't have an animation. Ah, no, we do need to have an animation. Okay, fine. For now, we'll give them both the same. Let's just make sure this method actually works. Oh, what now? Get wrecked in base null instance on a null instance. So it doesn't have a sprite. Oh yeah. So we don't actually want this. No Spaghetti Code Factory stream only shows the gray screen. I think Twitch is... Oh, sorry. No. It wasn't Twitch. The game crashed and it was just... Okay, I closed that window. Twitch is definitely having some problems though. I literally can't open Twitch in my browser. So... But that wasn't the cause of that. Okay, so... Should I just call this node? Or, I don't know, animation node? So... Sprite 2D. Did you define sprite anywhere? Well, I'm not using sprite anymore. I'm trying to... So originally I hard-coded character class to always have this specific sprite and this specific animation. I want to be able to have different animations for each generated character. I don't know what the best way to do that is, but I've created a new scene called Guy, which is just the guy, one particular sprite animation I've made. So the idea would be this would be a child of character. And if I wanted to use girl, for example, then I would attach that one instead. So now for this to work, I now need to reference animation node sprite 2D instead of sprite. And then we've got that. This actually work? I think there's other references that are gonna break. Get rect in base null instance on a null instance. I think what you want is an export where you can define the sprite you want to animate. But I want my code to, like, for each like, for example, for each enemy that it generates in randomly, it would pick maybe a random animation amongst several different ones. So I wanted to do all that at the code level. Right now, what's going on? I've made this thing a child of character. I think. What exactly is not working right now? This line. Well, we're not finding this, it's just null. So I don't... Animation node... So we should have attached this as a child of character. Which script are we looking at now? Our character. So the tree would look like character, or it should look like character And then it has a child, which is this whole thing here. So this scene doesn't have an animation no child, so I can't find it. Well, I've added it in code. I've added it here. So in the level code, I've added player. It should be player character. It was probably sitting at the wrong level. Like that. Let me try that. So now animation players. This one's gonna be wrong. Animation player is gonna be. Get rid of that. It's gonna be the same thing. So instead of sprite, what did we do? We have to basically copy this. Every time we see animation player. Let's see. Okay, could try that. Get index current anim. And let me see that error again. All right, so it says this is null. It handled the scene though. Animation player. Oh yeah, of course, because that's so wrong. No. It's not. It's called animation player, like that. You need to get rid of the animation player if you reference the base animation player node. Well, I think it's because I used the wrong capitalization. Should be that, shouldn't it? That's all the instances, I think. Well, at least it's not crashing. We are... Oh, invisible. Okay. Huh. The enemy has the correct sprite. That's interesting, because they're both being given this guy in the same way. Oh, did I change the names of these? Guy walking. Oh yeah, I was gonna use. Oh yeah, let's change these back. How do I rename these? We'll just call it. Just call it down, not guy walking down. Edit. Manage animations. Huh? All right. No, 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 no. I just deleted all my animations. Control Z doesn't undo that. What the fuck? How do I undo? God, why is this so complicated? All right, wonderful. I've just deleted all my animations. Undo. So you can't undo deleting stuff on this. This is why I prefer code. I don't like this drag and drop stuff with the animation. It makes things so much clearer if I can just do this via code. Then I can just no, they're back. They just magically came back. Okay. I must have managed to undo somehow, but it didn't look like it was undoing. I think it did actually undo, but it didn't look like it was undoing at first. I'm not sure. I'm not going to test it again. All right, let me see if I can. Oh, the music stopped. Okay. All right, so I just got to rename these. Let's see, animation, manage animations. Wait, this isn't even on stream, is it? No, it's not. Another window. I hate all these player windows and stuff. I think next time I'll just write the animation purely in code, even if that's just horribly complicated. It just makes more sense to me. Okay, so I'm just trying to... Can't drag these. Can't drag, you can't right click on them. I don't know. Apparently it's now called guy walking right. I don't want that. I want it to just be right. It's called guy walking right, so I guess we're changing that now. Hang on. Rename. Change animation name. But they call it right. It's called right. But it's in a folder called guy walking. Alright, so how do I get it out of that folder? So there's a folder called global. But you can't just drag them from guy walking to global. Ah. I think I've got away. Isn't it just part of the name? I wasn't aware that this was even possible. I don't know. It's... So there's a resource folder called guy walking, but the animation's name is down. So if I'm accessing it by name in the code, I think you need to include the guy walking bit, which breaks what I had before. So I'm just trying to put everything back the way it was. Down, left, right, up. Okay. Now, there we go. See, I've got... Oh, that's not going to show up on stream either. All right, well, okay. There, down, left, right, up. Okay, no more guy walking. I'll delete that folder altogether. Yeah, I don't... Next time I won't use this animation play. I'll just kind of like store all the sprites as variables and then just make them into like a dictionary or something and pull up the ones I want. Alright, so now, does it work? No, okay, I don't think that was actually the problem, but we've got the right name now. Oh. So I'm behind him. Okay, we've got the right animations. We're just not moving. We're stuck at 0, 0. Interesting. So... So the animation's correct. Good. So... It's probably... This is the line where we do the movement. Between the property position. Should it be should it be the... Am I supposed to change the position of the animation node? But I would have thought it would just follow the character around if I change the position of character. The position is 0, 0. So... The camera is following... Oh, where's the camera is following where we should be. So the camera is on... character. That's correct. And we're moving character about. And the camera is following character out. That's all correct. The sprite is stuck at 0, 0. I thought that if sprite was a... I thought that if it was a sub-branch of character, then whenever we move character, the sprite would just move accordingly. Does it not? So I need to move the position of the sprite? Oh, what? So the camera is in the correct place. This, somewhere here, we have a character. And he's walking around. But for some reason this sprite is set to 0, 0 and it's refusing to move. Alright, fine. Maybe instead of changing position, then we change, I don't know, the animation node. I didn't think I would need to do this. Like that. So that's the initial position. Let's see if that works now. Animation node. This should be type 2, node 2D, shouldn't it? Let's try making a new node. Maybe that's the problem. It doesn't have a notion of position. Screen got great. Oops. Got to close it. Alright, so I've made it. This is now a 2D, no 2D. I think it just didn't have the 2D property. Alright, just take that. Alright, get rid of. Delete that. There, is that right? No 2D. Alright, try that. Better. That is better. But I had the animations working before. Why is this broken now? Node alone doesn't have transform property. Welcome in, Alp Anchor. Node alone doesn't have. Yeah, I realized that. Now, why did that break the animation? That's weird. I think this is a mess now that I've created this whole tree. I don't think we should have this animation node. It's just like an intermediate node that does nothing. Couldn't think. These should be attached to character. What? Oh, I see the problem. These are all broken now. Why? Why are these broken? Is it because I reparented it? Oh, for goodness sake, why? Just because I changed it from node to node 2D? Why are you splitting it into all different scenes? Because I wanted to choose whether I have, so I have like one animation for like some, I'm calling it guy for now, and then I could have another one for girl who is like one of these other ones. So I would have this scene for guy, and then another one for girl. And the idea is that I could just here, I could put guy here and girl here. So like my player would have a guy and the AI would have a girl as an example. But if like there were 10 enemies, 10 AIs added, then each one of them could pick a different one. And they'd all be loaded up, so they should all... Do they all have the same type of nodes in them, like character, sprite, animation? Yes. But I mean, I tried to save the animation as like, I don't know, like a resource file or something. I had no idea how to do that. I would have done that otherwise. So... Wouldn't it be better to have one mother scene and then instantiate on top of that? One mother scene. I don't know. Scene, new inherited scene. So, I don't know what you mean. I got a whole bunch of scenes, so I don't really know. I don't really know what that what stage of the tree that would be in. Basically, ultimately after character, you have that animation node. This thing here. I think what would have made more sense, and I don't know if I can be bothered to do it now, would be to just have these two be part of character, and the code changes what animation it is by loading up a resource. But I tried to do that. I couldn't figure out how to even load up the animation as a resource. Other scenes would inherit from that, but I see yellow nodes on one scene. I think you already used that. Yeah, well, it looks like... Okay, it looks like if I just now... See, now this has broken my animation node, so now I have to go through this whole process of making the animation again. Because it's now referring to a different node, and I've changed the node, so okay, whatever. Let me just try and do that. So, pop. So, ideally, I just want to change that there. Animation node. I don't know. Okay. Let's just create these animations from scratch for the second time this stream. So I think it's 4, 5. No, that's left. Four, 4. Like that. All right, delete this one. So that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to change the name from animation node /sprite2d to sprite 2d, but you can't even like right click on this or change this. I don't know. All right, so all right, let's see if that works for up. No, it doesn't. Get more you may get more options if you do add track. Yeah, I tried doing that as well, but it just didn't have anything of use. You can call a method from a script through that. Interesting. I think I'll have to look more into animations because I don't understand the metal, and if I can just get this now to make it go up. All right, so that animation looks correct. Okay, and the frame's changing. That seems fine. What's the problem then? Did I change again? Alright, so I was changing the position equals... This is what we're doing. We're trying to play the animation. All right, let's just change this here. Up. So we should only ever be walking up, no matter what direction we're facing. What if I just type nonsense here, so it's an invalid? It's an animation that doesn't exist. Animation not found. Okay, okay. Now, go back to saying up. Couldn't resolve track. Okay, we couldn't resolve track. All right, I think maybe we just got to finish the animation. Finish it. Even though I thought we could just do it with just up, I think we can't. So let's go back to. That's fine. Get rid of that. Oh. Okay. Down. Also, that's the wrong way around. Up. Oh, for goodness sake. Why did I do this? Up should be going up. Right, we can copy those into here. How do you... There was a way to copy and paste. Can't remember what it was, because I did it before. Edit. Ah! Copy track, I suppose. Okay. Down. Paste track. Clipboard is empty. Gosh, what? Edit. This is such a confusing mechanism, this animation player. Unity was way, way, way simpler than this. I'm talking specifically about animations, though. The other stuff is good in Godot. Animations, though, I don't get it at all. Alright. Whatever. I guess we're adding them manually. Again. Okay. So that's down. Then an up. It's wrong. And 6, 7. No! Wrong person. I can barely even see. 5, 6. Oh, not the X value. Okay. Now left. I mean, yeah, this would be so much easier in code. If I were to just store, like, a map which had the coordinates of each set of sprites, just put it in, like, a hash map or something. And then to pull up each animation, create them on the fly, you would just check the hash map, find them. So much easier. Right, left. There we go. And then right. Okay. So, does it work now? No, it doesn't. Wonderful. What's the error now? Node not found. Animation node sprite 2D frame chords. What? Frame chords. It's looking for something called frame chords. animated sprite could have been easier for this instance too. Maybe. Actually, that's what I did originally. And then someone in chat told me I should switch to animation player. So I did. Because the animated sprite is what the tutorial teaches you. The Godot tutorial. Maybe I should have stuck with that. Frame chords. What is wrong with this? So yeah, see frame chords here. It looks fine. The animations look fine. What? Down, couldn't resolve track. Sub viewport, animation node, sprite 2D, frame chords. I don't know. Maybe we should just go back to. Well, I can't even go back to what I had before now. It's like because you can't just copy animations across apparently. So this this animation somehow is somehow set up wrong. I don't know. We can't just read this track. And we can change this back. Well, they move about. But I'm getting a whole bunch of errors saying Couldn't resolve track. Ah, you know what? Maybe this is a caching thing. Update caches. Should we just try closing down Godot and opening it again? Yeah, in future I'm never touching that animated player again. I'll just write it in code. See, I was going to write it in code to begin with, but then I think a viewer suggested to me that I should try to use the Godot built-in players and stuff because it would be better optimized and stuff. And they were probably right, but I know better how to do code than I do how to use these drag and drop windows. All right, so is that going to fix it? No, same errors, okay. What does this error mean? Node. The problem with the debugger in Godot is it doesn't show you, like, while the game is running, what exists, what instances are created, what it even looks like. It does do that in Unity. Even if you've created stuff in code and on the fly, you've created objects and loaded them up. If you go out of the game window while it's running, you can see what objects exist and where they are. That's one thing you don't seem to be able to do here, which is slowing me down a lot. You should check under remote. Remote? What's remote? When the game is running, left section would have a remote section. Under the scene. Aha. Okay. Oh, is that... Okay, that's not currently visible on stream. I can maybe configure something... There we go. Aha. I didn't... Alright, thanks for that. That's probably a big help. Let's see what we got. Okay, this changes everything. So far, I've been having to debug stuff just from first principles, just looking at stuff, looking at the code. Okay. So we have character, player, character, animation node, sprite 2D, and the animation player. Seems alright so far. Just gonna point this out, but I thought you knew. The Godot tutorial the tutorial never taught me that. That's something they should have mentioned. I do think the tutorial was probably like a bit basic. I probably should do a more advanced one. I don't see the problem. But I don't see any problem. We've got a sprite. We've got frame coordinates there. It's got a texture. It's got an animation player. And we move about in the game. Okay, now we fill up with errors. Sub viewport. Should camera be... Is this to do with the camera? I don't know. Camera should be a child of what character? Maybe it should be a child of animation node. Let's try moving the camera. I don't know where the camera should be. No, because they said the problem was for AI as well, so it's not necessarily the camera. Camera is usually attached to character body. Yeah, up till now it's been fine the way I've done it, so... whatever is moving. Well, that's the weird thing. I'm moving... the... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. This error makes no sense to me, and it doesn't crash the program, it just doesn't load that animation, so what is the problem? This is the key here. This is where we tell it what to play. This is the script for character. So when we run the game, we've got character. This is... Where's the script? Oh, where's the script button? Yeah. Okay, here. Animation node. Animation player. Dot current animation. It's nothing. It's not set to anything. Should it? Should I set it to something initially? Like, have them go down by default or something? Current animation. Okay, we'll have them, I don't know, reset. Okay, apparently not. Down. No. Try that. I don't even know how to debug this because it's like... Should I just... set the animation initially. Just animation node dot play. What's the... It's called reset. Okay, should just do that. What is sub viewport? Why is... Let me Google this exact error message. I don't know. Copy error. I think this might just be a relic of the fact that I copied some stuff across to this. Maybe I should just... Sprite 2D. Maybe I should just create a fresh animation player from scratch. We've got no other animation players anywhere, right? So for the third time, I'm going to go through this annoying frame process. All right, let's just try that. So delete this. delete it fully. I don't want it. Save. All right, so now it should just, I don't know, crash probably. Yeah. Okay, good. I think it seems like it was some sort of caching issue. Like it was still referring that old animation thing I had. So maybe you can't copy and paste animations the way I did. So let's just not do that. Add child node. Animation player. Okay. Current animation. Animation. New. Let's call this down. Okay, so down. All right, can we at least get this working? Yes, we have a down. All right, I don't know what the cause of the error was. I think that's the problem with using this animation player. If you try to copy and paste things thinking that it'll work, it won't. So don't copy and paste things. Let's just create these again. All right, I think this will work now. Why is... Oh, this is such a horrible way to add animations. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. No, that's wrong. I can barely see it. 4. Okay. Left. Okay. And right. And if this works, then we can go make the girl. Because the whole point of this was just to prove that I could have more than one character sprite. Alright, is that everything? Start. I can just pick up the item. Oh, this is not on stream now. Hang on. There we go. It's working. Alright, let me just pick up the item. There we go. Alright, back to square one. Alright, so now I can just finish this idea off and just make the same thing for the girl. So no copying and pasting the animation player. As tempting as it is, we'll just make it from scratch every time. So New scene. Girl. No. New scene. So this will be a 2D node. Called animation node as before. Save this as girl. Right, this is really just a proof of concept. If I were to redo this, I would do it as I said in code, but I just want to get this working now. So we need just use the same sprite 2D. I'm pretty sure we can copy and paste this. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Now we want to create a animation player. Okay. And now down. All right. Who are we going to use? Oh my god. I have to really look. Zoom in. Okay, we can use this. Let's use this girl up at the top somewhere. Hang on. So it's y equals 0. X equals 7. Let's try this one. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go up. 1, 3. Wrong one. God, this is 7, 3. There we go. No, wrong position now. Six, 7, 8. All right. Left. Okay, and then right. Okay, now, if I were to literally just change this word here from girl to guy to girl, will this work? So I can now package up different characters. Okay, okay, thank goodness. We have 2 characters now. Okay, getting somewhere. That's weird. Why is he skipping? That's really weird. Why is that happening? Oh. God, take that out. That was a debugging thing. I shouldn't have done that. He's still doing that though. Is that a timing thing? it's not a big deal, but it's just it wasn't doing it before, so why is it doing it now? Did I... Maybe I created the animation with a slightly different... 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Should I just change the movement speed? Like, I don't know, 6? Okay. It shouldn't matter, but like, okay, so... It should, whatever animation is playing should pause right here. I don't know. Doesn't matter now. All right, let's do something else. This animation stuff is getting annoying. Oops. Should I just spawn in a bunch of items? So we know how to spawn one, so we could do... Just say... bar item paths equals, let's just pick 3 items. Let's say there's an axe. Let's just pick another one. Gun. Whoa. It's like a cannon. These guns seem just a bit big to be a... Is it just like a pistol or something? Staves. Alright, we'll go with one of these. Yeah, let's go with this. No, that's not the right one. That's the right one. And I have one more. Let's just go with... flail. Fine, we'll go with this. Okay, so sprite path, it'll just be rand. Is there, like in Python, you have random choice of a enumerable? Can they just... Oh, okay, we'll just do it the boring way. Item paths rand. What's pick random? I think that might be it. Pick random. Rand I and rand I range. But those are both just integers, aren't they? I want to pick a random item from this list. In Python, I can just do that with random.choice. And then just put the list. But when in script editor, press F1. Okay. This probably doesn't show up on stream, but okay, I'm looking in the pick random array. Oh, it's array method. Okay, that is useful. Thanks. By the way, Alp Anchor, are you doing this game jam as well? I don't know if you came here from the Captain Coders Discord. There is rand I percent size. Not sure exactly the right way. Well, it looks like if I just do this, pick random. That's what I want. That looks nicer. Let's try that now. Ah, that's not quite how you do it. Hang on. Hello, Maro. Load. Ah, I'm supposed to use the load method. Not really doing a game jam. Don't have time. Just trying to pick up some programming. Okay. Oh, so you just found me via the Twitch category? Because most people came in via Captain Coder's Discord, that's why I'm just asking. Omaro, it's going okay, I guess, but I got really confused with animations. I concluded that I don't like the animation player. Next time, when I try to do animations, I'll just do it in code, purely in code. It seems like I'm just more comfortable with code, so that's probably the way to do it. So I've got to do load around that. This animation's gone all weird now. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna. Okay. So. That spawns a random item. So if we did this, say 3 times. Now there is a problem here though. They could spawn in the same place. Low chance, but it could crash. Alright, and then that's one item. Now if we pick up a different one, it should overwrite. Yes. Oh, I hate what's happened to his animation. I don't know how to fix that now. He's just like sliding along. Okay. Wait, did I pick up the right one? Let me try that again. Okay, so we get this one. What? Why does he do that? Okay, it works. Now, this will probably crash if they try to spawn in the same place, so I need to add a check for that. So, spawn random item. Okay, here we choose a random position. If random position in is already in the item map, I suppose we have to do this line again. Wait, there's probably a cleaner way of doing this. whatever. Hang on. Just do it like this. Let's say while, because you have to keep re-rolling until you get a good position. This could infinite loop, but I mean only if you fill up with items. So var random position equals, let's say, null. While is null or it's in the item map. We re-roll, keep re-rolling until we find a free space. Why doesn't it like this? Expected type. Oh. Is that how you do a null check? Okay, whatever. Okay, so fine, whatever. So should we just do this like, I don't know, 10? Can we make it so that the characters are on top? Why are they behind? We just need to make them... So when we initialize their grid position, set as top level true. What? So looking at the so we got this, all these items which are created on the fly, and then we got this thing called item. Why is this called item and the others are? I don't know. All right. Well, I guess the first one it calls the same name as that, but then after that it just gives them an anonymous names. Okay. Set it. So why? So things at the bottom are at the front. Oh. So I think we actually want set as bottom level. There's no such thing as set as bottom level. What is this method? Set as top level. Is canvas item or not? This is not, we're not supposed to be using this. Yeah, we're not supposed to be using that. That's a canvas thing. Alright, try. But now it's gonna be... See, now we're behind the map. Oh, hang on. Now we're behind the map. But the AI is not. You can do Z levels too. Okay. What I don't get though is why does that even happen? Like we spawn the player in here. And we spawn the character here. So why does one end up in front of the map, one end up behind the map? So weird. Is this something to do with the camera? All right, so okay, Z levels. Is that just like a property of a node 2D? On the tree, bottom items drawn on top. So that would explain why the player is behind the AI, but why would the tile map be sandwiched in between them? I don't understand that. Tile map is created here. There's tile map. And then we configure player, but we don't move them about. So they should stay in the same places. So for some reason, when we create tile map, it just appears in between player and AI. Why? We want tile map to be at the top. Can we... Oh, at the top of this list. So can we just add child... Can we choose it to be... God. This... So I set a breakpoint here. So if I just hide the game for now. Tile map was created after. Okay, that's what I would expect to happen according to the code. Now we want it to be above both of them, don't we? Because that's like literally the map they're standing on. You can set tile map Z level to be on the bottom, but no idea it does what it does. So right now it's kind of well, it's not where we would like it, but it's doing what I thought I would think the code is supposed to be doing. And then I guess we want to move it. Okay, so tile map dot z, is that it? Dot z index equals, is it just like an integer? Font 0 controls the order in which the nodes render. So what, -1? Well, that works. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I really want to fix this animation now. It just looks so weird that he's just sliding along. Why is he doing that? Okay, it's a very regular pattern. So like it's skipping a frame on a cycle or something. Why would that be happening? Did you loop the animation? Is that a property of the animation itself? I do want it to loop. I don't think I... Oh, this button here. Oh. Well, yeah, that might be the issue. I probably did that the first time I made the animation. Interesting. Well, that's not actually the issue. Oh! It's the length of the animation. The track, that's it. That's the term. So I want it to be 0.4. How do I do that? This is... You'd have thought you could just... If they're gonna make a drag and drop box, you'd have thought you could just literally just drag handles to size things, but you can't. Can't right click next to loop icon. Oh, I have to type in how... Okay, fine. So we want 0.4. No, do we? Yeah, 0.4. This is why I prefer coded versions. Okay, there we go. Alright, like, after I'm done with the stream, I will probably wrap this game up and actually submit it to the game jam. It's barely a game, but it's all I can manage for now. I will continue this though in the coming weeks. I would like to actually get it into some sort of state that actually works as a game. Alright, let's try it out. Okay, can we just make it so that we are in front of the items? So the should we set the item to be what? Z level 0? that. Item.z level. Doesn't like me doing that. What was the... How did I do it before? Tilemap.z in... Oh, z index. Not z level. See, why does the IDE let me do that? Or maybe maybe we need to set the oh dear. Okay, so player dot character dot z index equals 1. Is that what we want? It's a bit fiddly. There we go. Perfect. All right, this is looking better. All right, so if the point of this game is just me demonstrating what I'm doing with the inventory, because that's all I can really get it to do right now, then I should probably have more items, just so that we can see that if the enemy picks up items, it also replaces the item. So let's just, I don't know, add 30 items. And I just want to see the AI pick up something. Come on, pick up something. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, do I want to do anything more, or are we just gonna call it there? It would be nice to kind of like just use the tile maps to make a nicer... Well, I could do that. I could generate the tile map. So that we have actual corner pieces and edge pieces, then it looks a bit nicer. How do I do that? So we want to say okay. If x equals 0, if y equals 0, then we want the top left corner, so okay, let's just do this. Tile. That's the default, just the empty desert space. Okay, if we're in the top left corner, we'll just make it... Okay, where is the tile map? So I was using this one, right? 1, 6. So we want 0, 5 in the top left. Oh, the I makes it integers, so we should be using I whenever we want it to be integers, shouldn't we? Isn't that, like, just makes it more correct? I should probably do that. That would have solved a bug where I had one of the coordinates being like 3.5 or something. It was always half, and that was causing problems. Okay. LF y equals rid dot size dot y minus 1. Tile equals 0, 7. Else tile equals, it'll just be the side one. So it'll be 0, 6. Alright, I can already think of a cleaner way of actually doing this, but we'll just go with this if-else method. Alright. LF. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. I mean, we can actually just change the indices here. So we just do that again, but we say instead rid dot size dot x minus 1. So if y equals 0, we want 2, 5. Otherwise 2, 7. Yeah, it's 2, 5, 2, 7, 2, 6. What's going on here? Damn it. Okay. And now LF y equals 0. So we've got if x equals 0. That's... no, we don't care about that case. We've already handled the corners, so in this case, if y equals 0, it's just going to be top tile 1, 5. And then finally, it'll be 1, 7. And then this bit here will just be higher. Alright, we should really put that into a method of its own, because that's a bit of a mouthful, but let's try it. Oh my god, look at that, it's beautiful. That makes all the difference, it really does. I don't like this pink color. Can we change it to, I don't know, like... like a tealish. That's all right. All right. Anything else? I could add more enemies in. because it's not, they all have their own AI, so it's not exactly hard, but it would mean I need to make another animation set. I don't need to do that. The point of this is just to prototype this idea of inventory changing, so, you know, if I can make one enemy, it's obvious I could make more. I'm able to make more, so I don't need to do that. I have an idea. Shall we throw in a bit of randomness here? Is there like a kind of like a... Let's have a look at these. All right, I've got an idea. How about every now and then we throw in this tile here, 318. So we say if tile is the plain one, then we just do if rand f is less than, I don't know, 0.1. That is not how you do that. So like 10% of the time, we'll just use 318. Just give it a bit of texture. That was wrong. Hang on. That looks all right. They look like pebbles. Can we do that? There isn't any other. See, some of these need connections, so unless I use the connecting property, which I can't be bothered to get into right now, then there's maybe this one. 3-3. Throw that one in as well, so we could say let's reduce it a bit. Just a little bit of texture, but not too much. Yeah, it's all right. Actually, I much prefer the color of the HUD now. The pink didn't really fit in. Okay. Can we make a border around it? I don't like that it's like it doesn't have a border. Is that an easy thing to do? So color rect. Can you add a border? I don't think that's a thing. You would need to... create your own sprite for that. I can't be bothered. Alright. Are we done then? Shall I just submit this game as is? It's not, there's no goal or anything. Is there any goal I could make here? I don't think so. Like, you would need to have the AI actually do some sort of conflict or something, I don't know. We shouldn't be able to walk into the same space as them, but it doesn't matter. Let me just make it a little bit faster. I don't like that there's such a... When you're turning left... Okay, so I'm holding left. Now, if I press down, there's a little delay before he changes. I don't understand why. It should have been... It could be this line here for some reason is causing lag whenever you're changing direction. And that's the only thing that's different. If it goes in the same direction, you don't do this line. We just do that kind of like after the tween is created. That doesn't do anything. I don't know what's causing that pause. Treat not pause for now. Let's just have a look at what happens. He still actually does pause. Interesting. It's nothing to do with that. It's really weird. I don't know. It could be just a bit of lag, but it shouldn't happen. Update quickest direction. Like if I just take that line out. It still happens. That's so weird. So it's nothing to do with the animation. It's... Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, I think I might just end there then. There's no point adding any new features now. This is the game. I need to think of a name for it. God, this is the hardest bit. Like... I don't want to call it only one inventory slot, because that's like the theme, and it's too... Well, ultimately, the point would be like you pick up items and you're not supposed to come up with a name for your games until you finish the game. That's the golden rule. Never name them until it's finished, because it always ends up a different product from what you started out with. So if you get stuck with some name which doesn't make sense from the beginning, so maybe I just won't. So I could just give it a placeholder name like Hex Quest. I don't know. I didn't really want to be using these kinds of weapons. I wanted it to be items that are more, not weapons, but sort of like things which interact in some way. Like it could be a key for a lock, or it could be like a rope or a ladder, or like a torch for lighting things. I don't know. Some sort of items that you can interact with. And then the idea would be... But then it would be more like a puzzle game. I don't know. Maybe a puzzle game is really the better fit for this. It's like you could have an ally, and if you click on them, you take control of them, and it's like if you pick up an item, it becomes theirs as well. I don't know. Well, I think I'll just call it there then. Is anyone else from the game jam actually doing their stuff now? Let's have a look. No, not really. Alright, I'll just stop there then. So... yeah, the game jam is called Learn You a Game Jam 2024. If you just search that, it will come up with it. It's on itch.io. There's only a matter of hours left. Maybe something like... Actually, there's probably still like 20 hours left. So in theory, someone could actually just sit down and make a game with more progress than I've done in those 20 hours. But, yeah. Thanks, Captain Coda, for launching this thing. It's actually motivated me to actually try and do something in Godot. And I will actually continue with this and see if I can actually get it to go somewhere. Alright. Thanks for watching. See you. Bye-bye.